Hello, hello. What's up, Milk? Damn it, man. The multi-stream chat for some reason is not working, maybe? Okay, now it's working. Nice. Nice, Sue. I mean, I hope at least. Sup, boys? Sup. Alright, today we have things to do. Today we have things to do indeed. Because today we're going to be improving the budget of this guy to 10 divs. Plus probably trying to get something nice from the pinnacles. Probably gonna do some arbiter farming also. Probably will. Man, this thing hits like a truck. 1D budget? The improvements? Holy smokes, man, this boss. Inside of Delirium. It's freaking popped, man. This dude just popped. Yeah, but this map is dangerous. We don't like less recovery maps. Oh, alright, these... Honestly, I have to say...
Become dust.
I will say, these Delirium monsters, these big ones... Holy smokes, they hit like a truck, man. Like, these big Deli monsters, even if they're white, if they're not like magic or rare, they hit like a truck, bro. Holy moly, they have so much... Oh, oops. They have so much damage. What's up, Josh? Dropped Mage Blood from Ritual again. Holy smokes. Some people are just, I don't know, if we can build different, I guess. Congrats, man. Big. Very, very big indeed. Uniques which you're using at the moment? Just this one. Constricting Command makes you... basically allows you to have the surrounded condition much easier. And this allows you to utilize the things on the passive tree. Yeah, it's this one. I'm using one unique. This build currently. Six reroll tablets are OP. Oh, you still need to get lucky to find the Mage Blood. Let's be honest. Even from the ritual. But that is true. So the cluster you made before looked very, very decent indeed. Very decent. What's up, Samo? How are you doing? Wither. Oh, during the showcase, I was lagging. I guess we're...
Avengers!
Yeah, we're dead.
Assemble.
Dude, what's going on with the servers today? I mean, I'm freaking dead, right? But I mean, what do we do? What's going on with servers today, man? What is this? Maybe I'm gonna change the... Hold on. Maybe I'm gonna change the gateway, which was here. I mean, Frankfurt is looking good though. Freaking PoE, man. Yep. I was completing switching to Mage Blood. On what build? Okay, now it's a little bit better. Alright, man, let's jump into farming freaking pinnacles, dude. Jump into farming this. Let's get like 5 of those or something. Boom, let's go. Your Bear, Eternal Rage Amulet. I don't know about this. I told you once, especially on Gemling, it doesn't make that much sense, to be honest, because on Gemling you have a vastly increased cost efficiency of Eternal Rage, so it's only cost like 70, not 100. I think I'll be honest, Josh. I think a lot of people are vastly overrating these Breach Amulets. I don't think they're as good as people think they are. I really don't. Losing one prefix and suffix and implicit to get that spirit aura, especially on Gemling. That on Gemling it doesn't cost 100, it costs like 70. I don't think that's worth it. To be honest, I don't think that's worth it at all. I mean, worth it maybe it is, but it's just like nowhere near as good as people make it to be. I really think so. But what's good is that it's easier to craft them. I'll give you that. But that's a prefix and a prefixes and suffixes on amulets are typically very strong. I mean, very, very strong. What's up, buddy boo? Man, my damage is even higher than yesterday. You know what's cool? Which a lot of people probably don't know. When you have Eternal Rage with Gemling, that increases the cost efficiency, that also applies to supports you put in. So the supports are also going to get less expensive. Which is kind of cool when you think about it. That is kind of cool when you think about it. Alright, this one didn't really drop anything. Well, we got one Divine back. I have to say, I run like 10 of them in a row now. And they... okay. Bro, are you serious? I mean, it's better to DC now, I guess, but the servers are struggling big time. Whoa. We're not getting out of this one. I mean, I am going to try a different gateway. Let's try... I don't know. Amsterdam. Let's try this. Cheaper supports. Excellent. Thanks, Karn. What cheaper supports? What do you mean? Did I do something good? Oh, no problem, man. Cheers. Eternal Rage? Yeah. That's only on Gemling, though. Only Gemling has this alternate, like, boost, quality boost stuff. Oh, you mean cheaper support when they're inside of the Eternal Rage? Yes. You're welcome, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, buddy. Is that going to be enough? For him to phase? Yes. The answer is yes, sir. Get your ass over here, boy. And then he just runs too much. I can't time my perfect strike properly because I changed my attack speed a little bit, so it's different again. It's freaking tough, man. I hit him finally. Let's go. Took us like 2 freaking days, man. 2 business days. You know what? Once we hit him, it freaking hits pretty damn hard, admittedly. Unfortunately, once again, no much benefit off of this. This is useless. I'm gonna freaking lose all my currency doing that, man, I swear. We're gonna lose all of our currency. It's kind of crazy though, because you would think that doing this, like, I don't know, I probably did like 20 times this league so far, you would think that you would get like a spear once at least. Apparently spear is like, I don't know, 1% chance to drop or something. I don't know. I don't even know if the spear is expensive anymore, to be honest. On hardcore, you should suggest Smith or Titan for shield wall build. I mean, both are very good. Both are very tanky. Like, Smith is even tankier, but Titan will obviously have more damage, more things to do. So it kind of depends on how you want to build your characters, though. I personally prefer Titan, but Smith, if you have a way of getting a lot of maximum fire resistance. Like, Smith is like crazy strong defensively. If you avoid running penetration and minus res mods, then Smith is like as tanky as you can freaking get, right? Like, it doesn't get tankier than that. Because then you just get mini cloak of flame and then the chaos immunity from the node and stuff like that, and like you're not gonna die as a Smith. You're not dying as a Smith, man. I'm sorry. It's gonna die from that, right? Yeah. There you go. Then Smith don't lose too much DPS and can do Deli 200. Once again, that depends on the build. But Shield Wall typically is very strong and should be able to be doing 200% Deli. But Smith will lose damage, for sure. But for hardcore, Smith is definitely up there. Holy smokes, bro. We're just not getting anything useful. We got this flask, though. Reduced recovery rate. That's actually a perfect roll. And the increased amount of recovery. Wow. That's a really good roll. I wonder if I could be... Hold on a second. Meanwhile, mapping, I'm not going to be using this, but... I wonder if with attack speed I'll have a... Is this recovers a lot of life, right? Cannot be used manually. Effect is not removed unless other life is filled. I mean, it's a very, very strong flask. I wonder if with attack speed 3, I mean, even attack speed 2, whatever, doesn't really matter. No, still not fast enough. Okay. This is a good flask, man. It really is. This flask is useful. It's not trash at times, for sure. What's up, Hayabi? How are you doing? We're going to switch to the 10 Divine version in a little bit. Just gonna finish these 2 bosses that we have over here. It's interesting how when he's full HP, he only spams auto attacks. It does nothing else. I used my ancestral cry too early. Ripperonis. Okay, where you at, boy? There we go. I fixed the bear build. My time lost was wrong. Wrong jewel. Okay, what was wrong before? What's going on, Hayabi?
Wait!
Okay, we got the spear this time. We did get the spear, and the spear unidentified is not that expensive. Not as expensive as I thought, but at least we made some money back, which is better than nothing. We are going to identify this, and the roll is extremely whatever. I mean, extremely whatever. It's almost maximum lightning damage though. But other than that, like a very good roll would be like how much? Okay, the very good roll would be actually pretty expensive. But that would require us to get like a very good roll, right? Very good roll. Yo guys, what's the like? Do we actually want to like try to divine that few times or something to try to like get more expensive one? Are we actually doing this? Divine plus corrupt. You know what? I can spend a couple divines. I can spend a couple divines on it. Give me some whetstones. Yeah, I like how Josh first guy. Yo, freaking, let's go Gamba, man. Yo, corrupt your mage blood, bro. Corrupt your mage blood then. I don't have artificial. What? Are we serious? Give me like few. And there we go. All right, I'm going to say that I don't want to spend more than 10 divs on that. 7.5 crit, but very low physical damage. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. That's It's still not gonna do it, but it's a little bit better. It's still not gonna do it. Nope. Nope. When the crit is high, the physical damage is really low. This one is the best so far, but it's not that impressive, to be honest. This one is very high physical damage, but no crit. Damn it, man. Damn it. Okay, but this one is the best, and I'm not touching that anymore. Yo, you know what? This actually could sell for a little bit. This actually would sell for like 25 divs, I think. This one would sell for like 25 divs. Corrupted. Nothing changed. We got a dead corruption. And that's definitely worth less now. I mean, maybe still like 20 divs for that. I mean, it's still at the end of the day, like, we made money, so it's not like a horrible thing. I'll take it. I'll do it. It's like not horrible. Hopefully it's gonna sell for 20. Wallet, yeah, freaking vol your items, guys. Vol your items. I'll buy it for 20 exalts. Alright, man. I'm not gonna sell it for 20 exalts, man. I'm sorry. Gotta make up a little bit for the losses that we had from running the builds, from running the pinnacle bosses all the time and getting nothing. You know what I mean? All right, last one. After that, we're doing a 10 divine budget version of the build. Let's see how much we can improve it. And I think we can improve it by quite a bit. Should be able to. Be able to at the very least. Oh, I got stunned, buddy. Unlucky. Bad luck, buddy boo. Damn it, man. I can't. I do have endurance charges from... Oh, because I stunned him. Okay, fair enough. I forgot that when I stun people, I get 3 endurance charges. Oops. Kind of forgot about that. Oops. Oopsie daisies. Dude, I'm lagging again. Prototype 17. Ultimate life flask. It's gonna be tough, man, too. 10 divine unkillable armor stacker. Oh, it's not gonna be that unkillable, but... Prototype 17. That worth something? Prototype 17, my friends, is worth 1 exalted orb. What does it do? So this gives you a critical chance per 5 rage. You lose all rage when deal critical hit with supported skills. Are you freaking kidding me? is there a build that like gets like to full rage instantly? For some builds that this, if you can, that would be really powerful, but I doubt it. Something tells me that I doubt that. Is this build better on Gemling or Titan? I would say that Gemling. Gemling gets like crazy area, and you know, Gemling generally speaking is freaking busted. It's kind of busted, not gonna lie. Alright, so let's jump into it, boys. I wonder if I want to put Fox inside of the armor, or you want to do it differently. With Fox inside of the armor, it would be nice to have 3 socket armor, you know? You know what I mean? There's a druid build that perma max rage very fast with bear. Yeah, but does it if he's gonna lose all of your his rage on critical hit, is he going to get his rage to full like almost instantly in a second or something? That's what we're talking about. It's perma rage, everyone can have perma max rage with eternal rage, you know. Everyone can have that, or shaman, or like, you know, whatever. 50k armor, 75 to elemental with decree, it multiplies by 2. Yeah, or more than that. That support needs Hate Forge emo. Giga gain on the rage. But overall, your damage is still gonna suck, man, because losing rage is like, if you're rage stacking, so much of your damage comes from rage. Not being permanently on max rage is just such a big damage loss, man. It really is, I think. Alright, anyways. Let's jump into making the build, boys. Let's jump into the improvements. You know what, fellas? We're going to start by doing this. We're going to start by doing... I'm going to open a calculator. We're going to calculate the costs here in Exalted Orbs. Maybe some tech with Ritualist, Unlimited Charm charges node, and the charm that gives you max rage when you take a fire hit. Maybe. Maybe. You can use one-shot, skill Rage Forged. But that's not really going to increase the rage recovery, right? Alright, so Warrior. Warrior starting point. These guys cost... Can I see in Exalted Orbs, please? Exalted Orbs. These guys cost 80 exalts. There we go. Let's do it. 80. That's the first improvement we're gonna do. That's number 1. It's this. We're going to put this thing instead of... Okay, what is this gonna be? Life leech. What is this gonna be? Plus 4 int. It's 4 int, not necessarily the finest piece of, you know, not the best thing. All right, we're gonna start as a warrior, boys. So in order to do that, I need to receive passive points right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. This is going to be completely reshaped, this entire tree. So I'm just going to drop all of these. Boom. And then we're going to be going this way. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, beam, bam, boom, bing, bang, bam, boom. And then we're going to remove all of these bad boys. Losing this kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Gonna drop that, and we're going to approach from the bottom instead of this way. We're gonna approach from the bottom, and all of these nodes we're gonna drop. I'm also thinking about dropping these. I mean, losing this cluster kind of sucks, but losing this cluster kind of sucks. But we'll see. Okay, more dexterity. Sure. Oh my... Bro, is that gonna be a whole day of this? It's not my internet, by the way. Is it the same for you guys? It's not my internet. I really don't think it's my internet. I would see on the stream on Streamlabs here if this was my internet. So it's not my internet, by the way. I don't think it is. Okay, I think that's fine now. Nope, we still need 42 intelligence. At time of need, I might actually get the lower level because it's probably not worth it to invest into that much int. I probably need a lower time of need, not gonna lie. Spirit gem, I don't know, 15 maybe? This is gonna get ridiculous. I'm not buying lower tier spirit gems for that much, by the way. That's not gonna happen. Fine, whatever. Same happening to me last night. Frankfurt sucks. I tried something. I think I'm on Amsterdam right now and it's still the same. So, oops. Alright, so for now we're just gonna skip on that intelligence. Alright, we have 26 passive points to spare. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna refund this. We're gonna go this way, this way. I mean, I guess I can get that int. It's not like that big of a deal. I guess I can get that still. It's okay. We are going to be spending travel points here regardless. Put back guy over here. Why can't I use? Not enough strength. Whatever, let's put these two for now. And there we go. So we already gained some armor. I have a lot of passive points. Set passive points to spare. Critical damage. Okay, so there is this crit damage over here. I probably do want that cluster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, not gonna lie, like, this would be really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be really good to have. But then I'll have to pass through all of these, let's be honest, like more or less useless nodes. Weapon set number 1 also, I would most definitely want all of these here. Most definitely, I say. Most definitely. Okay, we got this for 12 exalts, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it yet. So I'm just not gonna like put it in. I'm not gonna put it in for now. Also, I have access to this node now. This is very good. Actually. I have access to burning strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so in the weapon set number 2, I could spend all these points, and we would be fine, I guess. We would be fine. So what did I lose? I lost some regeneration here. I lost some regeneration here. Now, now I look at it, I mean, we're definitely having more damage overall. I mean, armor is also higher, I guess. I mean, I can't argue with that. Can't argue with this. Alright, let's refund this one. Let's put this one over here. Boom. And now we have points. Weapon set number 2. Most likely to get the crit damage. I don't think I'm going to get anything better than that. I don't know, some fire penetration on this weapon set. And I have 1 passive point left. After all this. And that's most likely how we would do it. This is most likely how we would do this. I mean, having this node... Hold on a second. Let's change this a little bit. Boom. Having this node would actually be really nice on weapon set number 1. I don't really need more damage on weapon set number 2. I have a lot anyway. We're basically one-shotting bosses, so that's not needed. Okay, there we go. Now, can I get rid of this? I think I can. Yes, I can. This requires 52, so I'm actually way over-capped on dexterity. Not needed to get that much. Okay, that's still enough, and that's perfect. That's very nice. Alright, so 2 additional passive points to spare. Probably armor, not gonna lie. I could also technically get these 2, that wouldn't be too bad. But probably armor. I probably want to get tankier at this point. I think the damage is still going to be very high. Well, actually, the damage increased since last time, I'm sure. The damage is actually higher than before. Only sucks that we don't have this. This is the only thing that sucks. This will be very strong. And also, I have access to these area nodes now. Okay, this is 1, this is 2. This is mandatory. Damn it, man! I wish I could get that, man. This cluster is very, very strong, like very strong. This is like 100% increased damage, basically, with Ancestral Cry. All right, for now, I'm going to get some armor on both weapon sets, and I'm going to take a look. The amount of armor is higher, about 10%. I'm going to run a map and take a look how this is gonna feel. How this is gonna feel now. Let's get new daily tablets. This I'm gonna keep for now over here. I still have the... Yes, I do. Okay. River hold. Mirror shards to simulacrum splinters increased effectiveness. Hey! That's expensive! Yo, we just freaking made some money, boys. I'm gonna sell that for 3 divs. There's no reason not to. Hey, that's expensive. Wonder how much are like deli tablets that are like, let's just say, white. They're not that expensive, to be honest. Map has 2 additional random modifiers. That's also like, I'm selling that for 2 divs. I don't need to run that myself. This is a very, very, very rare mod. Alright, man. Let's see what else we're gonna get. Fracture mirrors with monster effectiveness. Okay, this is getting interesting. Waystones, that's fine. Experience, okay. Close, but not quite. How much do you lose taking a few points out of the surround node on the right and putting them into the fire rage node? I mean, that's not gonna happen because I'm not gonna get there. This is on weapon set number 2 regardless. So getting there, not starting as Gemling is going to be very, very difficult. Like, very difficult. You have to start as a Gemling still. And we're gonna test it out. Maybe starting as Gemling is going to be better overall. But I think that these nodes are very strong. And also, I'm definitely tankier at the same time. I'm getting like extra bonuses from armor. So, yeah. Alright, let's go. Let us go. Creek. Riverhold. Let's see. The sub point critical was good, man. Well. Well. If this was hardcore, I would be sweating. No, in hardcore, I would either play like a full tank, like a giga tank character, and just like be immortal to everything, or not run like triple tablet deli maps, right? Because these delirium, those big delirium bastards are very, very dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. Big delirium bastards are very dangerous. They do a lot of physical damage with their hits, and not only. So you have to be very careful with those guys. You still have like decent amount of armor, right? It's just HP is not, you know, super massive. For sure. HP is not that great. Oh no. Again. I'm gonna freaking die, dude. This boss does a lot of damage. I cannot really afford to be lagging that hard against him. Okay, I got him. I got him, but now we gotta wait. I mean, if this is how it's gonna look like today, man, then I don't know how we're gonna be freaking playing this game. Is this a sign? Is the game is trying to tell me to freaking play League of Legos or something? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore, man. GG wants you to play Freesia. Is that so? Like, the same lags are going to be in the PV1, right? They're the same servers. They're literally the same servers. Okay. So I'll tell you what. I legitimately don't know if starting as a warrior is going to be better at the end of the day. I'm not 100% sure. We did gain some armor, but not that much armor. And we lose a jewel socket, which does suck. And we lose this, which really does suck. I legitimately don't know if that's worth it. What about Reaper Invocation plus Frostwall, 300% extra cold? That's not free, though. It does take a support plus, obviously, Spirit plus, like, something else, right? You need to scale, like, HP on the shield wall somehow, on the frost wall. Probably not worth it. I also think so. I might respec back to what it was before. Hold on, let's try to do the tree from the beginning. Just connect to this guy real fast. Let's do it from the beginning. So the cost right now is 0. We didn't buy anything. There you have it, boys. We didn't buy anything right now. So the cost is this. Font passives. Boom. We're gonna be lagging today anyway, so we might as well do some hideout shenanigans. Alright, so we definitely want to start from this zone, get through this regeneration. Then this, boom, boom, boom. And from here, I mean, going this way does make sense. It does make sense. We have damage here. This is a lot of passive nodes. This would be a little bit better, going this way. These are not bad. But then I would lose the regeneration from this cluster also. And I guess you could get a little bit more regen somewhere else, like from these 2 points also. And then I lose the attack speed and accuracy. Maybe the previous tree was the best at the end of the day. Maybe it was. This region is really handy, actually. Oh, here it is. Freaking lagging again. Should allow me to do the passive tree, at least, I hope. Okay, there we go. There we go. And there we go. As for this, I mean, we still have to get that. I mean, I think this is like way too much regeneration not to take it, even though it costs like decent amount of points. I think this is still a must-have. Now, that being said, going this way is, I guess, a little bit better compared to going this way, because I would have like 1 passive point wasted regardless. So I guess it's better to just go this way, and this way I'm getting like +5 attribute for free. Trying to max out efficiency, I guess. So this one is tiny bit itsy bitsy better than the other way. This probably also, these 2 points sound about right. Getting these two sounds fine. Then getting the attack speed with accuracy, that's good. Very good, as a matter of fact. Frees me from some dexterity requirements at the same time. Now as for the weapon sets. This one for sure. This one. This one. This one. Endurance charges also for duration on Ancestral Cry. And we got 5 more. When did I have them last time? Probably more area. Ah, okay. Here. Okay, but that's 1 more still. That's 1 more still. Where did I have this passive point last time? I think I didn't have all of them allocated, so it's fine. Alright, now ask for weapon set 2. These bad boys. Crit. Crit, more crit. Surprise, surprise, even more crit over here. Big surprise, I know. Getting the damage over here. And we're sitting at 3 passive points left again. Did I take all the crit that I needed? And that's correct. Do you need the block wall surrounded node? I mean, it's still useful. Because sometimes you're... Also, it's increased armor and stun threshold. So it is useful. But sometimes you're on weapon set number 2, right? So it does give you increased block when it comes to that. So I don't think it's a bad choice whatsoever. Also, all of a sudden, I have access to these nodes, but there is like nothing really interesting here. I don't think. Alright, I legitimately don't remember when I had the last passive points previously. 3 more. 3 more, my dudes. On this, I had passive points here. I do believe. And I think I had something like that. Okay, there we go. But that's still 3 passive points on this weapon set. Show me the POB. Possible to get off-screen AoE with Bone Shadow with more investment? Yeah, we just need to get a little bit more quality, which we will try to get today. Oh, of course. Of course. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's done. The only thing that we need to change at this point is to get some dexterity, and we're done. I think that this passive tree is actually fine. Okay, so that's all the dex we need. And then we would need some intelligence for time of need, unless we're doing like a lower level one. Which honestly I could do. Because that's gonna save me getting some... intelligence. How much is time of need level 12? 26. I mean, is it worth it really, or is it better to like just like get some of that? Just keep it. Just keep it as it is, dude. I think I'm just keeping it. It's okay, more healing at least. Alright, so the split personality says bye-bye. So long story short, we didn't buy anything, boys. So far. Now. Give me a second. Now, I'm going to tell you one boost for sure that we're gonna do. This is going to be Heart of the Well. Heart of the Well. With damage as fire. Gain damage as extra fire, 15%. This is still going to be extremely cheap, and it is going to be a boost. Now, as for the second prefix, we could argue. Not gonna lie, this damage as fire, damage as chaos are extremely freaking cheap. And extra damage as chaos, it's not a bad thing. Armor from equipped body armor also wouldn't be horrible as a prefix there. To gain some additional boost. I mean 60% would be like what? That'd be like almost 2k flat armor for us. That would be a decent amount, not gonna lie. Okay, how expensive would something like that be? Armor from equipped body armor. There we go. How expensive would that be? 25 exalted orbs. And unfortunately, additional 2 stats are completely worthless. They're completely worthless. Critical spell damage bonus. Recover 1 mana on kill, something. I mean, honestly, this is still freaking cheap, not gonna lie. This is still cheap, it's not a big deal. Increased critical damage bonus. 1548 for 100 exalts. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about this, man. Thinking about this. This is 11% crit multi on top of... I mean, that's like extremely whatever, honestly. Okay, what if we had 1455? We're still going to be trying to keep it very low budget, right? Okay. Okay. Critical spell damage bonus 54 with 2 useless suffixes. 48. I mean, I'm thinking about this one, man. I'm thinking about this one. Alright, so 100 exalts, boys. There it is. Our first purchase. This is going to be decent amount of armor. And this is going to be decent amount of... The divine budget is going up. Yeah, but I mean, that's... Regardless, I'm still going to try to keep it cheap. So this is going to be a decent amount of additional armor. And the damage-wise... Very nice. Impressive. Very nice. Very nice. And additional damage also on shield wall. For clear skin as a bonus. Very nice. But am I still using... Oh, I am. That's fine. Very nice. Alright, there we go. That's one upgrade. 100 exalts. Let me think very carefully. Well, first of all, the obvious upgrade over here that we're going to be looking at are links, right? These are 82 exalts each. So, we're going to boost this guy. We're going to boost Leap Slam. Increased area on Leap Slam. Probably. And obviously Shield Wall. These two I don't need. Okay, so that's 3 times 82. That's plus 246 exalts. Okay, there we go. Now let's contemplate what supports we're gonna put in there. So magnified area on Leap Slam for sure. I think. Here, super critical for now is totally fine. Super critical is totally fine here for now. And on Bone Shatter, we basically want more damage. But it's kind of elemental damage that we're looking at. And that's going to be kind of tough. It cannot be LE Focus. I mean, on paper it kind of could be, but LE Focus is... LE Focus is kind of ass. Close Combat also not gonna happen. Rage Forge also not gonna happen. That's too much rage consumption, I think. Scouring Flame Support Rune. Support Rune. Scouring Flame. I don't know what it does. Let me see. Scouring Flame. Scouring Flame. Oh, it's PoE 1. 25% of life and mana cost as extra runic ward cost. More magnitude of ignite infected with supported skills. We don't have any ward though. At 50% more magnitude on ignite on shield wall would be totally fine, but would it be as good? Probably not, man. I mean, it's okay, but it would be okay if I just had this like by default. But with the additional runic cost, I don't know about that. For like pure like scaling builds with nothing but ignite magnitude, this could be pretty useful. I don't know about me. Alright, there's gotta be something good in here we can use. There is gotta be something we can use. Like damage with supported skills is lucky while you're surrounded. I mean, just freaking defy. That'll be like a little bit of damage. But not much, to be honest. I'll be extremely whatever, I would say. It might be LA Focus at the end of the day. It might be Elemental Focus. Like Fire Pen for now would be very good. Like for now. But later on, it would be useless. Later on, it will become useless, pretty much. Conk effect is not gonna happen. Close combat, I don't think so. Guess I'm just gonna do LE Focus. I'm just gonna do LE Focus. It's gonna be fine. Should still be able to generate Ancestor Cry very quickly. Ignore fire resistance. This will come from better Timeless Jewels, the fire penetration. So I don't think that's, you know, a big deal. Speaking of which, Timeless Jewels, boys. Then we're going to be looking at weapons. Then we're going to be looking at gloves with +2 to skills for sure. But for now, Timeless Jewels. So, we want notable effect. Something like that. With rage gain on hit, I'm going to 50-50 myself. So as for the prefixes, we want Fire Pen. 2%. And honestly, Small passive, fire pen. And then for the second prefix, we're still going to try to go on like a relatively low budget. So I'm not going to like go too hard in here. That'll be nice, but it's 1% fire pen. I really need 2, man. I really need 2. Totem, increased amount of life leached. This is corrupted. RIP. All of them are 1%. Obviously, 1%ers are not an option because I'm not going to be divining this. So we need 2. Alright, you know what? I'm going to go with this one. Still going to try to do relatively low budget, right? So that's plus 5 exalts. And then 50-50. Rage on hit. And then 50-50. Okay, give me 2. We managed to successfully do that. That's plus 7 exalts. Boom. We already gained a lot of damage, man, and we didn't even like start doing, you know. Okay, so that one's gonna be nice. We lost the Ignite Magnitude, but honestly, who cares, man? We have Fire Pen now. We have very decent amount of Fire Pen. We have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22% Fire Pen from this one. Very, very nice. And we need one more like that. Because here, we're going to get for free additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, actually, it's not like that crazy. It's still 10% Fire Pen. It's not bad. It's not bad, actually. But, what's up, Conrad? Yo, what is this? What is this? But... so be it. Ooh. That would be very nice, man. Okay, but I need to hit 50-50 again. 50 exalts. Rage. Okay, we managed to successfully do it again. So this one goes over here. This one is very good. Gave me armor also. Holy smokes, we have more than before. And this one is gonna go over here. We have crazy amount of rage on hit, about 9 per hit. And we have more damage. We have way more fire penetration. And this cost me additional 52 exalts. Boom. Okay, we are way stronger now. We had no fire pen at all, basically. Now we're sitting at very solid 41%. That against most bosses is going to drop their resistances to a very, very decent amount. Also, like monsters getting killed with Bone Shatter while mapping. This is a good amount at this point. This is actually a good amount. Top of that, we're going to get... okay, we're not going to get more. But we're probably going to keep this jewel for now. But... well, we could anoint something that... I'm gonna think about this. These maybe we can actually sell. We'll see. This is Rage on hit with Ignite Magnitude. Ah, but this doesn't count... wait, what? Seriously? This doesn't count the Timeless Jewels? Well, that's unfortunate. Notable Ignite Magnitude. And no Rage notable on hit. Okay, how much would be for something like that? Oh, but this is without... you know what? I'm screwed these jewels. It's okay. they're not worth a lot. Alright, so we spent about the Divine. We managed to get a lot of freaking damage already. What's next? What's next? Weapons, probably. Probably weapons, and we do have opportunities here for additional boosts. So mace, physical DPS, 444 plus melee skills. What would that be, my friends? Alright, that's already gigantically not worth it. I can tell you right now. Maybe I'm gonna keep these weapons, man. These were dirt cheap. I mean, having on both of them, having damage as an additional fire would be freaking incredible, right? I probably don't have to tell you. That would be like absolutely incredible damage boost. But we're not gonna get that and bonus to attack skills at the same time. I'm gonna tell you that much. It's not gonna happen. So try something a little bit different. Melee skills, armor applies to elemental. 333, 2. Huh? Ah. 300%, that'll be quite a lot indeed. Okay. What about if we added some life? I kinda need life, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, that's still relatively acceptable. That's relatively acceptable still. Accuracy, maximum life, and these are kind of nice, man. What if we added some armor? What if they were armor base? Oof. Okay, it's getting worse. It's getting worse, boys. Would elemental damage from attacks and weapons help? A little bit, but we have a lot of percent damage, so I don't think that this would be like mandatory or something. Okay, so let's drop this. I think I... Deflection equal to... 200 exalts. This has one open prefix. We're not gonna get a lot on that prefix, but it does. There isn't anything particularly amazing we would get from that. Accuracy, cold damage. If we had something like that, but instead with resistance on the last suffix, I would legitimately think about that. And we would lose armor, but what can you do, right? What can you do? Critical damage bonus. What's up, Dark Odysseus from Peru? Greetings from Poland. Evasion base for convert. We're not gonna do conversion. It's too far away from the passive tree of what I'm doing. Fire penetration. This is strength int. The fire penetration actually fire penetration freaking affix. T1 life, some fizz, plus 2, 37, and critical damage bonus for 2 divines. Well, damn. So we would lose armor, we would gain plus 2 to skills, and even more damage at the cost of armor. I mean, majority of my armor comes from body anyway. I'm not gonna lie. That'll be like absolutely gargantuan amount of damage, because that's also fire penetration. We would lose a little bit of fire resistance, but honestly, I don't give a crap. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. And the critical damage bonus on shield wall on top of that. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna find anything better. 48 intelligence requirements, so that's fine. It's not a problem. I don't think we're gonna find anything better, bro. For that price. This 14% fire pen is what's enticing mostly about this. Oh, we're lagging again. Okay, so a little bit more int. We're inting, boys. Come on, Triple G. Triple G, what is this, man? What is this, seriously? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we lost armor a lot, actually. Well, not that much, about 10%. That's a big freaking damage boost right there. Big and a half. This does not even include the fire penetration, right? So like we're actually penetrating 55%. I actually don't need more than this. I'm fine with this at this point. I'm never gonna need more. So we're done when it comes to this damage boost. Now as for amulet. Also physical damage to attacks, that's not completely useless. Are we getting an amulet with +3? This chaos resistance +14, honestly, I don't need that, that's too much. I really don't need this. This rune I can change to cold rest, so it's fine. Also these cost 370 exalts plus 370 exalts. 2 divines. There you go. Alright, let's take a look. Melee skills 3. Life 111. Some elemental res. To all elemental resistances, I don't know, 15. Ooh. Ooh. That gets quite expensive very quickly. That gets expensive quickly, fellas. I mean, it's +3. I mean, what was I expecting, right? It is +3. +2s are much cheaper. Like, much cheaper. +2s are freaking dirt cheap. Wonder if I could get like +2 with this rest roll, and on top of that, some actually useful prefixes, because these prefixes are like freaking dead. What if we could get like % life? Yeah. Is it possible? 1 div. Life 6% life, strength 1 useless prefix, life regeneration for 1 divine. This, bro, I think I'm taking this. I'm serious. That's much more life than this one, and regeneration on top of that. I think I'm gonna get this. Okay, plus 370. I think this one is pretty decent. On top of that, we can put life catalysts here, which I will, to boost the life even more. We do need to increase defense and offense at the same time, right? Also defense. So, okay, that was 42 exalts. $51 exalts. Okay, 49 exalts. 49. Boom, and later on we're gonna put something else in here. That being said, that is a very substantial amount of life. A very substantial amount of life. We're gonna put a cold resistance rune, or just like replace one of these pieces a little bit. These boots for sure can get better. I can get more. The strength is actually pretty useful on these boots, not gonna lie. Without that strength, I might be struggling a little bit. What about janky ones with Eternal Rage? I used a terrible looking cast and crit amulet for a long time before I afforded a better one. Eternal Rage is not needed. We have like 9 rage on hit. We have a lot of that, so it's not really needed. I wonder if I could sell this one back for like, I don't know, 1 divine. Let's see. We will see about this. Alright, so these are... We got more life. We got more... way more damage. And still the same amount of armor, more or less. Let's try boots. Paragon's still expensive? I think so. Liquid motion. I think so. I mean, Paragon would be freaking incredible. Ferocity, potent ferocity. It is going to be expensive. Isolation and despair. Despair is easy, but ferocity is isolation. Isolation is actually much cheaper, but potent ferocity is expensive. So that's not gonna happen for now. Well, we can get something else that it's gonna be cheap. Paragon and Fox Idol with Bone Shatter could get crazy. Yeah, but on the 10 Divine budget, we're already gonna go over 30% quality, so it is going to get +1 meter radius, Bone Shatter. And then on a higher budget, we would get another +1 meter, which would get even more crazy, right? But for now, it's okay. Alright, movement speed, boots, with cold res. With, oh, it doesn't have to be cold res, just total elemental resistance. 33, let's just say. I don't know, 36 maybe. Armor applies to elemental. 33, and like good chunk of life, please. How much for something like that? Wait, really? Oh, and like some armor. Oh, that's still freaking dirt cheap. These are basically literally the same as these, except that they're like actually tiny bit better. They're like a little bit better. For 5 exalts. Well. I could get that. But let's take a look still. What if I had like with strength? Okay. What if we added more life? 144. What if we added even more life? 166. Okay, 110 exalts. Open socket, 38 cold, 123, 524. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, for 110 exalts, this one is pretty much what we need. Pretty much. Okay, I'll get that. Plus 110. Open socket still, if needed. Plus 50 life, more armor, some more resistance. Not a huge boost, but also more armor against elemental. I'll take it. I'll take it, dude. Probably gonna put armor for cold rest at the end of the day. To like overcap myself a little bit. Alright, that's fine. We need to think about what budget anointment we can get. How much money do we have left? So we spent about 4 divines. So we still can spend like 4.5 maybe. Maybe about 4.5. About 4.5. So, anointment. Well, there are plenty of good anointments actually. Vengeful Fury could be very good defensive anointment because that would give me like 100 armor. I kid you not, and it's very cheap. 100% armor for basically no cost. That is good. 100% armor is not a small amount of armor. I think you're gonna guys agree with this take. I'm kind of thinking about it. Not gonna lie. Why not 9% quality belt? On this budget, I'm not going to be able to like afford something like that. I think I'm just going to put in Fox inside of the armor, and that's it. I think I'm just gonna put Fox in here. Did you change the armor only? Yes. What's up, Rudy? What's up? I'm pretty sure I want to put Fox in here for 5%. At this budget, I cannot afford to lose a belt like this and like drop my chaos resistance and everything. That's just not gonna happen. That would be very, very tough. But I don't know if this is like the best armor we can get. Fox is not that expensive. Well, it's body armor. Body armor 2222. Not gonna lie, this is like the best base for me, I'm pretty sure. So ornate plate and armor applies to elemental. 35 at least. 5 exalts. The heck. So this one is. I mean, I'm not gonna find something that's gonna be like much better than mine. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna find something that's gonna be much better than mine. This one, if armor applies to elemental, cold resistance. I can't change this cold into chaos, so that kind of sucks. This one is very high resistance, damage recouped as mana. Freaking A. Life region here. Life region with singular rest. Armor too low though. Style Bender is about 170 exalt, anoint with hits, break 30% with armor, turn with elements, plus 10 strength, increased physical damage. We're doing almost pure fire. We're doing almost pure fire damage, and we don't even break armor, so it's not going to be like particularly useful for us. It's not like incredibly useful. 24, double resistance here. This armor is kind of fun. We would need to try to like slap something good in here, but reduce critical hit chance against you with fire resistance. Not gonna lie, I might just keep my armor, man. My armor is not bad. For what I need right now, my armor is not bad, actually. Armor is actually not bad at all. Sure, we could get... But I bought freaking this one for 10 exalts, man. I bought it for 10 exalts. We do need to put in Fox in here. That's mandatory. Fox. We need to put in Fox in here. Fox is going to be around 405 exalts. Oh, I do have Fox somewhere. I do have Fox? Oh, I have one Fox over here. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna add plus 405. Let's just say. And we'll have to freaking slap this guy over here. Plus 5 quality. That is an absolute gargantuan boost, by the way, boys. Because this means that we're getting plus 1 meter radius to Bone Shatter. It's 3.1 now, so that's huge. It gives us more area on Leap Slam. Gives us faster... I wonder if... No, not yet. I wonder if even faster attacks, would I just get it automatically or not yet? Attack speed. Attack speed. Attack speed 3. Would I get instant? Not yet, unfortunately. Unfortunately, not quite yet. Very close. Time of need gets more life regeneration, fire damage, more rage and rage effect on this. More fire damage on this. I mean, freaking quality's kind of nuts, man. Not gonna lie. Quality's kind of nuts. Warcry this freaking radius is freaking hilarious. Shield wall also got physical damage and more damage destroys by your skills. Man, the quality on this is like so busted, man. Holy smokes, man. It's actually crazy. And we spend about 6 divines. We have 3 left. About 3 divines left. Let me think. 3 divs left. Let me think. This one is fine. Rings, unironically, for the most part, are fine. But this ring kind of sucks. This one is better. This one kind of sucks. But for the most part, I mean, all of them are not freaking impressive, right? But really, if I had more budget, I would just like slap a lot of resistances on both of those, get tier 1 life on both of them, put quality in, and get +3 amulet, and we'll be freaking golden, right? But I can't do that. Can't do this. Honestly, like, already we got some freaking gigantic boosts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Already got some gigantic boosts. Weapons, it's gonna be very, very hard to do. The only thing I could do with weapons, well, there's actually maybe something we could do with weapons for very, very cheap. Maybe there is a way. Mace. 500 physical DPS. Oh, really? No, but we need rares. Okay, there is one for 100 exalts here. With 507. It's a lot of damage. On top of that, has days on hit. It's a lot of damage, dude. Has open prefix, bro. No, it doesn't. I'm freaking... Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For 100 exalts, this is amazing. It's actually really good. Because I can just slap +2 essence here. And this is still way better than my weapons. +2 to attack skills. Boom. We lost. Okay, that's nice. What do we lose here? Mana per enemy killed. That's actually the best case scenario. Nice. And then we're gonna put whetstones. That's +5 exalts. I'm so diligent, man, with calculating how much everything costs, man. So diligent, boys. Alright. And this is a decent boost. Which one is worse? This one, I think. Okay, there we go. Not bad. It does like 50 minimum damage more and 20 maximum. And on top of that, it has like stuns and accuracy and all that stuff. It's actually not bad. It's actually not too bad. Better runes? I mean... No. It's fine as it is. I'm not gonna be spending... It's not that big of a boost to like spend my money on runes, I think. Okay, can we get like a second weapon? This one is with Onslaught. Getting additional weapon after that is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, seems like. At this budget, at least. 444. That is much better. Always hits corrupted. 448. 450. With wed prefix. Ooh. 450 with wed prefix? Well. 60% damage. That is a boost, by the way. That is a boost. For sure. This one is not bad. Like, actually. Wed prefix. These are... We're gonna remove them. It has open slot over here for 72 exalts. Plus 72. That's a boost for sure. It's like 10% more damage. That's 10% more damage, boys. Okay, what? Crap. Whetstone. Okay, someone is selling a big bunch in bulk. So 72. I'm gonna add whetstones plus 4, and I forgot about essences. So battle essences, 11 exalts each. There you go. Keep the stun build up. Yes. Oops. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna live through that. And put this one in, and there we go. This one has similar damage, but it has wed. This one has wed, so it's definitely better. These, unironically, I can sell back for like 2 divs each, probably. There we go. Alright, so once again, additional damage boost. We got probably like 20% more damage in total from both of these weapons. Not bad. Literally for less than a divine. Anointment. I mean, not gonna lie, I was thinking about this. To increase our armor. This is going to be a lot of armor. I'm gonna do it. Suffering, Ire, Despair. Delirium. Suffering. Ire. Despair. Alright, how much is that? Ass. I'm not gonna find anything better than this when it comes to defense. This is literally like 100% increased armor for me. I'm not gonna find anything better than that. It's just not gonna happen. I don't have that much increased on this tree. Decent amount, but like not that much. 100 is a lot. That's 20% more armor on an anointment. If not more, maybe 25. We have to go with this. So how much is that? It's 60. I'm gonna count 65 exalts, because the rest of them is completely worthless, right? Withered Willow. On this budget, getting this amount is good. Is Paragon not worth for more quality? I mean, it is, but I mean, now that I think about it, boys, how much more budget do we have? This is like what? 6.5 divines. I mean, I could buy Paragon, and that would make it like 10 divs, right? That'll be exactly 10 divs. I mean, we could do this. We will be at 10 divs with Paragon. But that means no other upgrades. That means no shield. Honestly, who freaking cares about shield? I'm one-shotting bosses already anyway. Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, we're one-shotting bosses anyway. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? We already have Fox, yes. Do you know Arctic Armor alternate quality? Yes, but it's useless for us. We get hit very, very often. So I don't think it's going to be a good idea. Okay, what about the shield with like 1400 armor? What about this? Yeah, I mean, we could get like a pretty cheap boost in here, not gonna lie, but it wouldn't be something particularly amazing. For one divine, we could get like 10% more damage on a shield. On the shield wall. A Fox? No, like getting this on the amulet is definitely better. I think. Alright, so what do we need? We need ferocity. Ferocity. It's 761. Let's just say 770. Let's wait until someone's gonna sell that. 770 plus isolation. $200 for that. $200 isolation plus I don't remember which is the last one. With emotions. Oh. With emotions. Ferocity, isolation, despair. Okay, despair is dirt cheap. Despair is dirt cheap, I'm not even going to count it. It's like a couple exalts. Nightfall for the cloud. I already have it, I tried it. Paragon, and still. Boom. Alright, we are getting, yet again, stronger, boys. And that leaves us with what we had before. The budget was about 370. That leaves us at exactly 10 divines, boys. So we have 10 divines worth of gear. Our armor is basically the same as it was. Alive went up by about 10%. Armor is, you know, we didn't really get a lot of defenses. We got absolutely ever-living shitload of damage. We got so much freaking damage. You know what? Let's test it. Let's test it out, I guess. Delirium. See how much damage we're gonna do to this guy, let's just say. There's only one issue. I'm not gonna have my rage immediately. So I need to get my rage by, I don't know, leap slamming on this guy or something. It's like 2 juiced abyss maps, pretty much. Just 1 Omen of Light, right? Would be even better if I had higher budget and I could get the you know, the plus 9 spirit in the belt, or plus 10 even. But I mean quality. But we're sitting at 36 qualities. That's already very nice, to be honest. With my only the tooltip on the shield wall went up by like freaking a lot already. Okay, let's try to get some rage. I think I have more regeneration also. Okay. Bro, that was even without the ignite, man. He just popped. I mean, at this budget, we're already one-shotting pinnacle bosses. At 10 divines. Man, I didn't have money for the shield to improve. Well, that's a lot of damage. Well, that's, I guess... Obviously, this was without Ancestral Cry, right? 'Cause with Ancestral Cry... with Ancestral Cry, we have probably about 50% more damage. Probably 50% more, I would say. Holy smokes, what happened to that dude? Okay, let's run a map. Let's see how Bone Shatter is going to feel while mapping now. Let's do, I don't know. Slick. I like Slick map. Slick, oops. Slick is pretty slick indeed. That's a lot of damage, man. That's a lot of damage for sure. Like, the tankiness is not going to be like, you know, crazy, obviously. The tankiness is not going to be like that crazy. Okay, the radius on Bone Shatter is quite satisfying, if I say so myself. And it's gonna be even bigger once we're gonna... get this. Okay, what about rare monsters? Damn it, man, they keep on dying from Leap Slam alone. I actually need to put the lower damage on Leap Slam. I need Rapid Attacks 3. I mean, it's not too bad. Area is big for sure. I got heavy stunned. Still managed to live without like major issues. I mean, we do have more life than before, right? About 10%, a little bit more maybe. Yeah, the area is definitely feeling very nice. Especially that with Ancestral Cry, you do get the ancestrally boosted Bone Shatter. So like the area, you have like 2 clones when you attack. So the area feels even better because of this. But the single target damage is like much better now for sure. Oh, that was without an endurance charge. Honestly, I don't even need to be critting these bosses. Even without crits, they already die fast enough, so I don't need to bother with this. It's kind of a shame that it's still not enough to like have this ability instant. I wonder how much I'm missing. It's just gotta be a little bit, right? It's gotta be just a little bit. If this was instant, that would be like really nice. That would be really nice.
Wait!
Lightweight. Lightweight. Ew. Oh no, you can get quality much higher. You wanna see?
Yeah, buddy! Wait! Yep! Yep!
You want me guys to give you like a sample of what you could do with Bone Shatter here? can give you a sample if you want. I can give you a sample if you want. I think I'm missing sometimes, very occasionally. I think I'm getting a little bit more accuracy would be nice also. Just a little bit. What's the chance on Bone Shatter? Okay, 2 meters is 100%, but okay, what about Shield Wall? Yeah, 94% at 5 meters. I mean, oh, monsters are evasive here. Okay. I mean, it's good enough, right? It's good enough. What's up, Mewtwo'd? Can I raise how much deli is this? This is just like a triple deli tablet. So towards the end, it was basically like, I don't know, 100% maybe, something like that. It's hard to say. I can give you a sample and run a 200% deli map straight up, also. I guess let's just do that first. I will admit though, for 200% deli map, I'm going to try to roll a map that is not like disgustingly hard. Like maybe this one. Okay, that 200% deli is done. I had like 200% deli maps somewhere in here. For sure. No, not this way, or the other way around. I had 200% deli maps. This is 10%. This is not done. I don't remember where they were. Oh, this is 200% deli. Perfect. But I need to run this one first. Holy smokes, that is a disgusting... Okay, I'm not running this one. That is a that is a freaking death sentence, boys. I'm sorry. Man's gotta know his limitations. That is a freaking death sentence. Alright, port. So this one is not going to be deli map. I'm going to give you a showcase. One thing that sucks though is that if I'll try to equip my belt now, it won't let me, right? Yeah, it won't let me because I have 2 fox idols. Damn it, man. Alright, how to fix that problem? I need to get like a new armor from scratch, basically. Just to give you a showcase. Or just waste 1 div and just replace that fox from here. Okay, just for the showcase, I'm going to buy an armor. There you go. just for that, I'm going to buy a new armor. Fine, I'll freaking do it. .5. I need an armor with a singular resistance though. Now let's just say this one. Build showcases in low budget, nice to watch and learn on YouTube. I'm very much glad that you guys enjoy watching these. Thank you for watching. I guess we did something a little bit different for once, right? If it was first starting, this stuff would be super solid. Do you have max 40% quality or can get area still? Oh, I freaking answered that already. Game is an encyclopedia. Well, PoE has been always a game for nerds like me, so. Alright, so I'm going to drop a greater exalt here. It's not bad. And then we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to get some res. I'm gonna try to use one of those. No, maybe if this armor is gonna be really good, I'm gonna use it myself at the end of the day. And I know that's +1 divine budget, I know, but well, that's good. That's good. It is better than mine, by the way. It is better than mine. Just a little bit, but it is. Yeah, so just put this thing on. Now I am capped on chaos. Well, never mind. No, it's still the same chaos. But now I have additional, a little bit more. Well, actually, decent amount of additional regeneration. This is what it gives me: additional regeneration. That's it. It's a solid amount, though. Solid amount. Alright, I'm gonna put this one here for now. I'll still keep on using this, by the way. 10 divine is 10 divine, so I'm not gonna cheat. And I'm gonna do this. And I'm going to... Well, my chaos is ass now. And I'm going to do one more thing. This is just like for a showcase how far you can push area on Bone Shatter. If you guys really want to see, I'll freaking show you. Why not? Show you. Show you the area on Bone Shatter. You want some area? Fine. Want some area? Sure, I'll give you area. Guys, be careful. Be careful, like, you know, behind your monitors, because you're gonna get hit by accident. Oh my lord, man. Jeez. Hold up, this is not everything though. I need my I need my ancestor cry. There we go. Bro, what the hell, man? I'm doing too much damage though. They just keep on dying. Bro, what? That's hilarious. On this map, it kind of sucks because this map is like... It will be better with like an open layout or something. I mean, still. Like this is... Oh, no, damn it. I got heavy stunned. That's the freaking showcase. Because I have 0 freaking chaos resistance now. But, yep. This is freaking amazing. Like... But like, tell me that this is fair. That this is what Gemling gets, and in the meantime, like, there's freaking warrior subclasses. And this is just so freaking unfair, man. It really is. All right. Okay, it was over here. I guess let's switch back to this one. Boom. Alright, let's do 200 deli. You wanted 200 deli? I'm gonna give it to you. Just run this map. Nah, this area is ridiculous, man. That's actually off screen. And this is still not the amount of... This is not still the maximum amount you can get. Still not max. Like, what the heck, dude? Like, actually. I don't have a lot of area investment on the tree. I don't have that much. I'll be honest with you. But this one is already, like, really good, right? I think you guys are gonna agree that this is a lot of area from Bone Shatter. .55% quality is max, I think. Well, you can get 10% from the belt. Well, I take it back. You can get 11% from the belt, but very expensive one. Then you can get 6% from Gemling, so that's 17. Then 5% from Amulet, that's 22. Then 5% from Paragon, that's 27. And then 5% from Kurgal, so that's 32. So the maximum we can get is 52, and then plus 3% from corruption. So that's 55. Yeah. 10 from Amulet. What do you mean 10? Oh, the Kurgal and the Paragon, yes. Both combined, yes. Yeah, so 55. Would be better if we had like bonuses on skills, right? Quality on skills. By the way, I could do... You could do it very, very cheap now, I think about... Well, not necessarily, because... never mind. Because now it's... now they're with 6 links. Before, on 5 links, you can do it very cheap if you wanted to. Okay, here we go. I wonder if we run to Wharf... to run Lore Weave. Oh, I forgot about Lore Weave. That's another 5%. Quality would miss out too much from not using regular high-end rare body armor. A Lore Weave would be actually fine, but we would further tank on our tankiness. Our tankiness would tank, I guess, what I'm trying to say. let me see. Let me see how much Lore Weaves are. Lore Weave. With quality. Quality gems. Quality of all skills. Okay, so the Lore Weave itself is cheap. It's an armor and energy shield base. Okay. Up to 5%. I mean, that would be like a gigantic loss when it comes to armor. But at the same time, our resistances would be freaking amazing. Because that also makes you immune to minus max map, this modifier. So we would actually not lose. We wouldn't lose the tankiness against elemental. We would only lose tankiness against physical. And physical would suck. I will say. The physical would suck. For sure. %6% base AoE, it's not fair. It's not, man. It's not. Life is not fair. Intimidate enemies for 4 seconds on hit. 80 perfect resistance. With 5 quality, accuracy. Lightning damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky on top of that. Wind skills, something. You know what? Like, I would still fit that in the budget. I'm not kidding. I would still fit that in the budget. This would count as a, you know, that's as within the budget. This is 2/3 of a divine. It's not even a divine orb. Give me armor scraps. Like at this point, let's be honest. If it's 10 or 11 divines, like who cares, right? It's basically the same amount. Also gives accuracy, that's not useless. Anyway, this freaking chest is kind of crap, but like, what is my armor gonna be after that? I mean, basically don't have armor at this point. We basically don't have armor at this point, we just have life pool. And not very high life pool at that. What runes would I use? I mean, let's just say that we would still want to use... Oh, and I would need another... I would need to buy a fox. I would need to buy and get fox in here. Well, for science, right? For science, boys. I'm just gonna buy it for this much. Still 1100 armor. I mean... That's a little bit of armor. Energy shield. I have 600 actually. Quite a lot of energy shield, bro. No, armor doesn't exist anymore, I will say. Alright, let's test it out in on a 200% Delhi map. It's 200% Delhi, boys. We are going to be squishy, I can tell you right now. Random question, how much armor and elemental damage percent as armor modifier is a comfy amount? Intimidate do. Reduces damage from a monster by 10%. It increases damage taken by the monster by 10%. It's actually pretty strong. I would say that for very difficult maps like 200% Delhi with damage mods, 50, 60,000 armor and about like 100 something against Elemental is a good amount. Like we're going to be getting shit on though. I don't even have chaos resistance now. And we're going to be getting shit on. I don't have enough tankiness for that. See if I will be taking much less damage with an actually body armor. See how much difference is that gonna make. So this one, right? Almost ultra wide AoE. I mean, not gonna lie, Lore Weave would be good. Would be good for sure. Okay, this freaking guy choked.
Assemble.
Bro, but like these guys, holy smokes, man, they do such. What are the map mods here? Extra chaos. Oh, frick me, man. Extra chaos is like the worst mod. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird because I have been doing 200% Delhi before on the one divine budget, and I didn't feel like I was getting that much damage on my ass. It's kind of weird. I was doing them before. Do I have access to some more 200% Delhi? It's over here. No, not tanky enough for that for sure. Not tanky enough for that for sure. It's just not gonna happen. What about? Oh, I wonder about Simulacrum. Let's try to run this. It's interesting. It's just hard to get all of these modifiers and decent amount of armor at the same time. It is difficult. It's way easier on Titan at the end of the day. But Titan doesn't get all of this, so... Obviously. Besides, with hits of, you know, this size, I don't think that getting even 10,000 additional armor would help. We would probably need more than that. These bastards, these Delirium bastards, actually hit like a truck. The big boys. Kinda want to jump on Ronnie Coleman and see how a 200% Delhi map is gonna go. Because I don't remember. What's up, Kyrian? How is League going? You mean League as in this league, or League as in League of Legends? League of Legends? Oh, I'm not playing League anymore. Not playing League anymore, my friend. Stopped solid time ago. Solid amount of time ago. Okay, let's see a simulacrum. Can we freaking do it? Once again, I'm going to try to run a map that is not like particularly disgusting. This one will do. This one will do. Sorry to hear that. Also didn't play in ages. Switched to PS5 now. Miss old times. Sorry to hear that. No, it's not playing League of Legends is the best thing that has happened to me. There's nothing to feel sorry about, my friend. That's actually amazing. Okay. Wave number 1. Come on, guys. It's not lagging anymore. Oh, okay. They spawned over here. That's a surprise. You baited. Only stress and fuel is lag. Thankfully, we're not lagging anymore. Although, in the beginning, yeah. Okay, so far not too bad. Oh. Not tanky enough, man. And it will be difficult to increase the tankiness at this budget. It will be increased to... If we could get to like 50,000 armor, something like that. 50,000 armor, like 100 versus elemental, then I would definitely feel comfy enough for simulacrums and for everything. I think I would feel comfy enough at this point. And on this budget is like, you know, on the verge. It's like almost. We still hit like a truck and stuff. But, the tankiness is not there. Or if we had like block and we only used shield. But that's not gonna be enough. Would it be enough damage if I actually used shield on an offhand instead of... I don't freaking know about that, man. I doubt it, to be honest. That'll be a big damage loss on Bone Shatter. That would be a huge tankiness boost, though, I will say. Like a huge, huge. Uh-oh, freaking Geonor here. Well, I didn't see that fast enough. Oops. Well, we're not gonna lose XP regardless. I can't time it. It's so difficult to time it when you don't have, when you have such high attack speed on. If I could only tap this, that would be like so much easier to type those, to get the endurance charges. Once you hit 10 div, next budget is 50 to 100, so keep going, lol. At this budget, I would probably like try. I would probably want to go for something completely different, slightly different, to begin with. So at this point, I think like going Decree of Loyalty and pure yes, like unironically becomes stronger. I kid you not. So you get this busted ass freaking multiplier. What's up, Colsus? I'm like, where are the bosses this time? This will work on Titan. You're gonna lose a lot of bonuses, like, you know, the quality from all these things, so I think that it's going to be less powerful overall. I think it is going to be less powerful. But is it going to work on Titan? Sure. On Titan you're gonna be tankier actually, but you're gonna have less damage, less area and stuff like that compared to Gemling. You're actually gonna be tankier. Like quite a lot tankier. Not just like a little bit. Certainly not going to be just a little bit. It's going to be quite a lot, as a matter of fact. It's funny that with faster attacks, it actually becomes harder and harder to time this perfect strike. At a certain point, it's very difficult. And that being said, you can somewhat still comfortably farm Simulacrum with this, which is one of the hardest content in the game. And that's once again on 10 divine budget, so it's like not bad, I guess. Guess it's not bad. Ooh. Ooh, damn. Imagine actually getting like a very good prefix here. Imagine actually. What? Hold up a second. Hold the phone. It's crafting time, boys. We're crafting this one. Ancient rib, boom. Ribs. Oh, they went up again. Okay. I mean, I think it's worth like an ancient rib. This one. But a beam. Let's get the only prefix modifiers. Only prefix. I think we're hitting prefix. Like, how crazy would it be if we hit a suffix and we hit the, you know, the armor applies to chaos? That would be pretty crazy. But then we wouldn't be able to get the armor anyway. So I don't know, man. Let's do prefix. Let's try to. What the heck was that? Oh, okay, I see. Yo, what was that jump scare, man? What the heck was that? Like, seriously. Alright, bada beam. 68 is not satisfying enough. Damn it, man. We got, like, I think the lowest possible percent that we could get, brothers. On the percent armor. And the second one is hybrid, man. And this is not going to be an expensive helmet after that. We get some fire resistance. Aye. So we would have that much armor. Armor applies to elemental. Man, even with this shitty amount of armor, it's still like 1 or 2 divs. Shame. Absolute shame. Alright, I said that I wanted to test in comparison how Ronnie would deal with 200% deli maps. Let's see. What's up, Ronnie? It's been a while. Mr. Ronnie Coleman himself. Lightweight. Lightweight. Ronnie's gonna get Mage Blood though. Ronnie's going to get a Mage Blood here. Okay, Ronnie, and you're gonna run this. You're gonna run this port. Also with deli tablets. Some rarity, whatever. Simulacrum Splinter, 17%. There's nothing here that it's... No, there are not like super expensive ones. Okay, there we go. Nothing particularly incredible. Okay, how would Ronnie do in 200% deli? I don't remember what you were supposed to do in this character though. Was I like always jumping around and that's it on this character? I think so. Auto attacks versus bosses. I tell you what, Ronnie is kind of struggling with the damage department still. On a 200% deli. On 200% deli maps. That's a lot of balls on the screen though. That is a lot of balls, I'll tell you guys. But yeah, Ronnie doesn't give a shit about the, you know, the amount of incoming damage. So I'll give you that. Definitely, you know, at this amount of armor, you don't really like, feel killable anymore. Well, you're still killable, but you know, for the most part, you're like fine. For the most part, you're fine. I still don't think that Ronnie is as tanky as the bear, by the way. This Decree of Loyalty is like such a busted freaking piece of armor. I can't focus. Yeah, but in comparison, look, I mean, Ronnie, in comparison, doesn't take damage from this freaking delirious bastard. And the other build would basically get like one shot, so, or close to one shot. Bro, your hot balls are spilling over my screen. It is what it is, man. The temperature is hot. The balls are hot. Everything is hot. It is what it is. It's actually scorching hot in here. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but holy smokes, it's hot. Very, very hot in here. Yeah, I mean, Ronnie can do it. What's up, Fang? Hello. Hello, hello. Alright, guys, here's an important question. Here's a very important question. What if we did this setup on this guy with maces, but just like increased the budget to like whatever, right? And did like Decree of Loyalty ES version. What if? What if we did ES? Would that work with Bone Shatter? I don't really freaking know, to be honest. Would that work with Bone Shatter? Riz 97. So we would need to start it here, and we would go back to rage stack. So basically this setup, but with I don't know about that. Actually, not 100% sure about that. Stop with the dirty comments now. Thank you, Omega. It's very much appreciated. Got one doubt about the Brutus Sprinkler. How do I get 5 slots for support gems? It is related to my character level. I thought I couldn't get it because it's corrupted, but I'm level 70. It is because it's corrupted. What you do basically is you put a perfect jeweler on your weapon, like this. Boom and boom. And you get Brutus with 6 links. So you get additional supports by doing that. So partially it is connected. That's correct. That is correct. No, it doesn't make sense to do it like that. I mean, this build was really good on Bear with rage stacking, and I think, you know, I'm just going to keep it this way. I think I'm just going to keep it this way. Thinking about farming some more Arbiter. Maybe we're gonna be in luck. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, this Bone Shatter's area and stuff like that's super freaking satisfying to play. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you can only do it on Gemling, and nobody else is gonna have such a big area. Like, Gemling is going to get nerfed so freaking hard, by the way. Use it until you can, boys. This next league is going to be gone. So many of these qualities are going to get freaking destroyed. Just simply not fair. Like, you know how much increased area you would need to stack? Well, first of all, this amount of area doesn't exist in the game. But you know how much increased area you would need to stack to have this area over here on other classes? Probably like 300% area. So you get that for free on this guy. That's just one skill. One skill, you know. Oh, 1 minute of fun. That's what I'm talking about. You just trolled me so hard, dropped the red charm, I got over to see it's a silver axe. Unlucky, man. I can see Jonathan laughing right now. You just made Jonathan's day, so you should be happy, man. I have to say, there was one time I saw like Mark say that he loves to kill players and stuff like that, and I have to say that at one point it was kind of pissing me off, because there's a time in PoE there was like a lot of bullshit that you just could not see, and it didn't feel like it felt like cheap deaths, you know. There's a lot of like frustrating things like that. Over time, they just kept on removing it, by the way, because players are pissed off. Like, personally, I, you know, didn't, like, find it, like, that's what was, for the most part, whatever for me, because I always play tanky characters. So, even if I couldn't see something there, and, you know, usually I will be able to, like, tank through it. But, you know, this thing that, oh, I love to freaking kill players. Like, what does that mean, even? What does that mean, bro? It should not be about cheap deaths. More about, like, well-designed challenge. I should be a developer, bro. I would fix this game. I would fix any game, except for Diablo 4. This game cannot be fixed. This game is freaking doomed. I'm sorry. I wish, bro, but it's way too freaking doomed. I've gotten actually 0 actual drops this league. The floor bullshit was so bad. They removed, like, I think most of that at this point, right? 104 Splinteronies. That's a freaking divine, and yeah, that's a divine. How much are simulacrums now? Simulacrum. Man, like, literally doing anything, like, you can print currency so freaking hard. Yeah, it's a divine. You can print currency so freaking hard this league. It's actually impressive. Alright, you know what, boys? Let's run some more pinnacle bosses. That's right. We're gonna try to get some expensive shit again. 10 origin cores. I would buy 10 for 50 di- oh, that was fast. There we go, boys. Here we go! Let's do it. Alright. Boom. Bam. Boom. Let me check something. Real fast. Okay. Let's go. Her declaration, please. Her declaration's coming in. I promise, boys. Diablo 4 just needs more monetization. Oh, man. Like, I wonder if Blizzard is watching your messages, man. Like, they should freaking hire you. Honestly. They should hire you, man. You're coming up with some great ideas. I can see it. Developers being like, seeing this message. This guy knows what he's talking about, man. This guy is spitting bars. It's a lot of damage, my friends. Don't run. Say what? I just freaking one-tapped that dude. That's without Ignite, man. What happened to this guy, man? What the hell? What the heck was that? Oh, serves hard. I wonder if that's worth something. Man, they really need to like make the pinnacle bosses easier in this game, man. On 10 divine budget, you literally one-tap the dude. I'm sorry, bro, but like the bosses are too strong in this game. Oh! Well, that's 150 divs. I finally got something, boys. Well, we finally got something. Finally got something from that. That's decent. That's not too bad. I'm gonna say right now. I wonder what other skills he drops. Ooh. Sorry for that. Damn, 150. To be fair, you're also good at building. It's not hard to like make a simple shield wall build in this game that's gonna freaking one-tap bosses. It's not that difficult, boys. I gotta be completely honest with you. There is more difficult stuff in this game. Okay, so we got 153 divs. That's beautiful. So far, I run this guy, I don't know, 25 times. And so that's like 125 divs, and we gained about 260 divs. So, yeah, that's a pretty good profit, honestly. Not a bad profit. Oh, I have a yogurt here. I'm going to go ahead and take it and use it. Let's use it, boys. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna deal with this guy first. He will be actually getting one tapped in this phase too, if I had maximum rage in the beginning of the fight. Now I have no maximum rage. Is that actually going to be a one tap? No, but almost. Now go to temple and drop communion for 470 divs. That's what bought me my mage blood. I'm not touching temple. Screw that. Screw the temple, man. I didn't even touch temple that much last league, and I don't think I will. I think I'm going to continue my good streak of not playing temple at all. This might be the case. This might be the case, not gonna lie. Alright, so 150. Ooh. Not enough space for all these freaking divines. Fine, dude. Man, even if we're not making money, we're still making money. That's a good sign. It's a good sign right there. Like the cyber limbs from temples, I always keep up the surgery shop ready there. Oh, I shit you not, until now I don't know what the bonuses from the limbs are that you can get. I haven't had a single one so far. I'm dead freaking serious. I am so serious about this. Can I get my ancestor cry in time? Yes, I can. Yeah, I can't time my perfect strike. It's freaking impossible, my dude. Yeah, there we go. I just can't. I can't do it. It would be so much better if I could just like tap, man. Be so much better. I think I'm gonna drop this, and ironically it's gonna be easier without that attack speed. It's so much easier now. Okay, there we go. Night and day difference. And ironically, Grand Spear again. Okie dokie. Exceptional Fear is great helmet. What's that helmet? Isn't that the one with reservation something? Yeah, it's the reservation one. Exceptional is still worth jack shit, so not a great use here. But this one, I think I'm just gonna sell as it is. 11 divs. Take it. Take it, dude. So I'm gonna try to sell for a little bit less. Maybe, I don't know, 18. 18 or something. Okay, so that will fund 2 bosses basically. There's gotta be a list of these, you know, these limbs and what they give you from the temple, right? The only problem is that you have to be doing them on like a very tanky character, right? Because if you die, then it's just... it's rip. You lose all of those sweet bonuses. Which would be extremely painful. No, the good thing about farming these bosses is that you can just legitimately like have a beer or something, or like have something to drink, and take a sip during this thing, the you know, cinematic. This guy is a demon. Demon. Wait, that was the damage that he took without a crit? Screw perfect strike then. I'm just gonna kill him like that. Bro, without a crit, 2 million per shield wall. What the heck, man? Could you make a Spear of Polaris build work? You can make everything work in this game. there isn't content that's hard enough. GG has been extremely passive so far. I mean, honestly, I cannot blame them for that. Absolutely not. It makes sense that what they're focusing on is they're trying to make the game where it's going to be more approachable for a casual player, and definitely is. 99% of these builds that you're gonna see made by like 99% of content creators, if they try to do with such a build, like, I don't know, Valdo map in PoE 1, they would just freaking instantly evaporate, right? Glass Cannon is the name of the game here. Most people just like build for speed, for damage, to not get touched. If they get touched, oh well, you're dead. It is what it is, right? As long as it's fast and does damage. In PoE 1 to farm pinnacle content, you can't do that. You can't do that. You need to have extremely tanky characters. And I think that in PoE 2, the moment we're gonna start getting like very hard content, this will, like, you know, filter a lot of builds. Actually, a lot of builds will get like filtered by this really hard. Because you will need to solve tankiness on builds. Nowadays, just like, what tankiness? The best I can offer is like 10,000 energy shield, and that's it. 0 armor. Look at that. I mean, we were doing similar amount of damage on 1 divine budget. Now we're 10 divines. 10 divines we can literally farm in an hour if you're slow in an hour. And that's the hardest boss in the game on paper. That is not okay. That is not okay, boys. I don't think it's okay. But that's how they want to balance this game right now, and you know, it is what it is, right? If that's how they want to do it currently. You know, Jonathan did say, and I do believe that was long time ago, before they even released 0.1, or this was after the release of 0.1. And he said that he really wants to put something like Delve in the game. It's like infinitely scaling that gets harder and harder and harder. You know, having something like that in the game is already going to be like a, you know, this is going to be very nice. Also, I'm hoping that they're going to put something like Valos in the game, you know. That's like literally only for the best of the best characters. The tankest of the tankest. I hope we're going to have something like that. The tankest with like the highest damage at the same time. Stop running, buddy bow. I can't hit his ass, man. I'm just gonna kill him without getting endurance charges. There we go. For this character, Temple Lips would give sprint speed, stun threshold, attack speed, life recoup, block chance. Life recoup, block chance, attack speed. Oh, there's some decent ones, I guess. Some of them are actually quite decent, from what I can see. Some of them are not too bad. Indeed. 285, 172. Nope. Nope. Do-do-do-do-do. Once we finish this project, boys, there is for sure one project ahead of us that we have to do, and it's so-called Project Tank. And this project is what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to try to make a character with, like, I don't know, like 1,000,000 armor versus elemental, like a crazy amount of armor. Let's see how this is going to go. That's the plan. First of all, I need your help. But let's think about it for a second, boys. What would be a character that would be capable of getting like the absolute highest amount of armor in this game? Which character would get the highest amount of armor? It's still Titan, I think, right? I one-shot him. I think it's still Titan, right? Titan with Mage Blood. I think so too. Cornarius, sup Samu. Where can I find your build? On YouTube and Mobalytics. In both of these places. YouTube, I uploaded an upgraded version, updated version today, like literally a couple hours ago. If you want to see. Functional armor or just sheet armor? Like functional, right? We're not like for POB warriors. And you know. So I'm not gonna lie, I still think that Titan will get more, even with gemling qualities. The armor Titan still gets more, right? Probably. I don't know anymore, man. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, to be honest. You need to think about it. Highest armor has to be Titan, emo. Unless there's some weird trick with a different ascendancy. I don't think you can beat 50% more and small passive boost. No, it's 50% more on body armor. And other classes would be able to like make up for that with like Mage Blood with like 3000. So Iron Reflexes Ritualist could get. Ritualist definitely not. Definitely using Heroic Tragedy with those 30% armor nodes. I don't know about that. I'll be totally honest with you. I don't know if Heroic Tragedy would be the way to do it. 40% is not that much. So there would be probably better ways of scale armor incredibly high. There would be probably better ways. Obviously, you would still want to do something that would be like functional, right? Arbiter's Reach. Allies and Presidents gain Guard equal to. I don't think this one is expensive. Well, at least we got another 11 divs. We can sell unidentified. Arbiter's Reach. Arbiter's Reach is... It's not all that great. Mage Blood with Quad Granite. No, I mean Mage Blood with Mage Blood could get like, for example, 3k R. Oh my lord, Mage Blood will get such freaking ridiculous amount. Not gonna lie. Like Mage Blood with Granite, like Basalt and Jade or something like this. That would be 6,000 armor with Iron Reflexes, 6,000 flat, and about like 250% increased. Like, actually, what the hell? Pathfinder has global defenses attribute nodes. Wouldn't be enough. That still would be less than Titan. Titan gets a lot because of hulking form. And he gets even more with Timeless Jewels. Pathfinder is out of the question. I think it's like something like Gemling, because Gemling also gets more armor from Scavenge Plating. And he gets like armor from Arctic Armor if you want to scale that too. So it will be either Gemling or Titan. That's about it. And also, obviously, you could get even more armor if you were using... I think like Gemling with like the Decree of Loyalty. I think would have slightly more still. I'm not sure. Decree of Loyalty is like the best armored chest in the game, right? You just cannot beat that. You cannot beat this. Like, what do you do to beat this? Like, Perfect Roll is Perfect Roll multiplies your armor by 2.4 times. You cannot beat this. And you just get armor from Mage Blood. And then you stack percent multipliers. That's what you do. No? Not today, boys. Still, we got 150 divine gem from these 10 cores, so it's still pretty good, to be honest. I don't even think that getting a quadruple of a single stat would give you more than just doubling the stat once. Like, for example, having Jade, Granite, Basalt. I think that's still more armor, I'm pretty sure. I think that would still be more. like mathematically speaking. I think it would still be more. This damage on the shield wall is so freaking unreal, man. No more Nasus content. Yep. We're currently not playing League, and that's probably not going to change for quite some time. Oh. I mean, it's a cast speed ring, man. It's cast damage, tier 1 cast resistance, tier 3, tier 3. I mean, if that's going to be a really good slam, it's lightning damage. Under no circumstances this is going to be an expensive ring now, will it? Nope. Alright, we're running some more, boys. I mean, we made a lot of money. What about Arbiter of Ash? Does he drop like some really expensive supports also? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I mean, we can run Arbiter of Ash a few times. Fragment. Five of these. And 5 of these. And that's gonna be very expensive. But someone needs to sell me these. Some warriors are still expensive. Oh yeah, I sold warrior once yesterday for 40 divines. That chaos resistance and spirit. And the last stat was actually kind of useless, so it could get even more expensive, but I guess we got I don't know, I guess we got unlucky, I guess. Just put it this way. Is it gonna sell for? It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time, dude. Whatever. I'm gonna spend 1 divine extra just to make it faster. Okay, hold up a second. I need to buy exalts. In that case. Man, you can sell for so much. You can buy for so much more expensive than you can just like do it this way. Holy moly! But you're gonna freaking wait. It's fine. I have enough fragments for a couple runs. Okay, prepare your anus, Mr. Arbiter. From both arbiters, I'm pretty sure that this one is harder. I mean, both of them basically get one shot, but you know what I mean. The other arbiter kind of doesn't do damage, man. He's like teleporting all over the place, doing ninja skills, but his damage is just like not there. I don't think. His damage is not too impressive. I was hoping that maybe you can watch at him so that, you know, we would skip the phase, but it's not how it works, man. That'd be too beautiful. Can't see his HP though. Now. Okay, now I can see. Yo, the first thing he did was that? That's kind of bullshit. You know what? Screw endurance charges. I'm just gonna kill him like that. I have too much. I have too much damage anyway. What's the best boss to farm from Prophet? I don't think I have enough experience farming bosses to be able to like answer that. To be honest, I gotta be honest. I run the Arbiter of Divinity about 30 times this league. Most of those tries like yesterday and 2 days ago. And today on stream, and in total I made like I spent about 150 divines on fragments, and I made about 300 divines. So in 30 runs I made like 150, but I have no freaking idea if I was lucky when it comes to exceptional support gems, if I was unlucky, or if I was what. I have no clue. So. Where can I find this build, bro? On my YouTube in Mobalytics. I updated this version, literally this version. Well, not this version. This one is going to be, I'm going to upload after stream on Mobalytics. But you have a 1 divine budget, one. That is on YouTube. So. And it's still strong, by the way. You can still run most content easily, pinnacle bosses you can easily farm with this. So yeah. That's BS. Damn it, man. How did I freaking die to that? Let's be honest, guys. How the hell did I die to that? There's too much shit happening on the screen at the same time. It's kind of not fair that he can do the meteor phase while he's changing his forms. Because then meteors are still going when he starts casting different abilities. That's not freaking cool. Is Gemling the best ascendancy for the bear build now? I cannot answer that. Not sure how to answer this, to be honest. Dude, I one-shot him. Depending on what bear build, I guess. Gemling has some very powerful qualities for bears. I can tell you that much. But are they like freaking incredible or something like that? I mean, it has more area on Rampage, more area on Furious Slam. I think these are pretty fun and pretty powerful. He has infinite, basically never-ending walking calamities, so the ultimate buff. I don't know about like Werewolf and Wyvern, but it's pretty strong for Bear. Only the starting point of Mercenary is kind of like not that impressive for Bear. So you're probably gonna have to use split personality. You would probably have to use split personality. There we go. It's the best possible case scenario. Ooh. That should be worth some mana. That's less than I expected. I gotta be honest. That is less than I expected. Like 3 divs, basically. Kinda surprising. I mean... This, I guess, is not as good as it... I mean... It's hard to say, man. I thought that this actually is going to give us some money, but that wasn't even enough to like make up for the cost of this. Prism of Belief is like extremely freaking rare, I have to say. I haven't gotten Prism a single time. Let me run this guy a few times at this point. Let's be honest. By few, I mean like I don't know, 15 or something. Gemling the real warrior. Warriors are still good. It's just like when you compare warrior ascendancies to stuff like Gemling gets in comparison, it's like, you know what I mean, right? That doesn't necessarily seem particularly fair in most cases. Almost trolled this one. Prism. We got the chesty boy. We got a chesty boy at least. Alright, identify or not? Yeah, well, obviously we have to identify. Like, what am I even saying? All attributes, life regen, stun threshold. Bro, this is... Out of 3 or 4, like, pretty much every single one is freaking life regen, stun threshold. Like, come on, man. That's useless. I can try to, like, I don't know. I can try to, like, slap a Vol Orb here. But nothing is gonna save this one. I don't think. Nothing's gonna save that from not being trash. We got some life. Alright. I don't know if it's gonna sell for 3 divs, but let's give it a try. Alright. Well, the good news is that we found this 153 divine gems, so I guess we're still, you know, ahead on the curve. But that's the only thing we found. so far. I think an Arbiter of Divinity is potentially slightly more profitable, not gonna lie. Unless Prisms of Belief are like crazy expensive. Unless. But, that's bullshit! And what are you supposed to do about that, by the way? Sometimes this fight is unbeatable. Because he spawned the crystals on the ground. You cannot click both of them at the same time because he was doing a one-shot ability in the meantime. It's completely impossible to do this. You're just dead. Unless you have like enough sustain to like, you know, sustain through the damage over time. That's the only situation. But that's BS, it really is. This fight is unfair at times. Oh, he wasn't even doing that. Oh. Okay. That's what we're looking for. And Prism is unidentified 31 divs. Okie dokie. So we basically made back all the money that we spent. More or less. I'll be honest. I don't know if I want to identify that or not. I don't know, man. Like, the chances that this is going to be something good is freaking minuscule. It's very, very small. Thinking about, like, just freaking selling this, man. Not gonna lie. Thinking about selling this, my friends. Send it? You always say the same thing, man. Okay, whatever. Just do it. +1 to Wave of Frost skills. Alright. That's minus 31 divs. that's minus 31 divs. That was quick, boys. That was quick money. For sure. Hey, we tried, guys. We tried. We gave it an honest try, at least. You can't freaking blame me for this. For the content, boys. Alright, let's try to sell this for 4. Let's try to sell this for 2. I need to get rid of these freaking items, man. Everyone, get out. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. Let's drop the prices. Never ID Prism, I learned after 200 and never got lucky. Yeah. I mean, I got one that wasn't complete garbage. Other than that, every single one that I identified was just pure trash, right? So it's the same for me, pretty much. There's like, first of all, there's like only a few of them that are actually expensive. And out of all the skills in this freaking game, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's run some more of this, boys. Let's run some more of this. Hope for that for these expensive ass freaking support gems. we still didn't lose money today. We still didn't lose money, so I mean that's something. Yeah, Alk LFG moment. RNG gods not on our side. Problem is that a lot of these, even if they're +3, they're still worthless. Like a lot of them. Did they fix the bug that you have more than one of the new ability core in your inventory? You only use one and not all? Yes, I don't even know that that this was a bug. I've been getting like 5 or 6 in my inventory at once, and it works just fine. It doesn't consume all of them. Because not gonna lie, that would make me freaking pissed off. I'll be pissed off, boys, big time. If I lost 50 divines like that. For some reason, I feel like this dude is taking more damage. Maybe Arbiter of Ash has like 75% fire resistance or something. I don't know. Oh, I didn't get my endurance charge. There we go. Okay, good. I got scanned by it and had many inventory full of them. Oh no. feels bad, man. Gamblers are willing to pay more than the value for the thrill, so it makes sense it's not worth it. True. It's better just to just sell, I guess. Okay. Nothing this time. Let's keep on going. Missed like 4 times because he keeps on teleporting behind me all the time. Then he got hit once and he's dead. That's like, I don't know, 8 million freaking shield wall or something. With Ignite probably like 12. Okay. That's empty. Also, Its ability is exceptionally powerful, these motes, on bosses. Because on bosses, you're never gonna lose a lot of them very quickly. Regardless if you have block or evasion or something. This actually is strong. Alright, give me a tink this time. Let's go. Hurry up, buddy boo. Holy smokes. What a dry streak. Ignite scaling, just ignite magnitude, resistances, initial hit damage. It's initial hit damage and ignite magnitude, basically. And that's all it is. That's basically all it is. It's all written in the description, right, of Ignite. But the harder you're gonna hit, the Ignite magnitude itself does not take into consideration the resistances. What matters is how much magnitude you have and how hard you hit for. So yeah, so the resistance is going to factor the base damage, and the base damage factors how big the Ignite is. But of course, it's only fire damage. So like, you know, if you have a lot of physical and just a little bit of fire, then you're not going to be doing big ignites. But let's just say you're going to hit something for 1,000,000 damage with 0 ignite magnitude, then they're going to take 200,000 damage per second for 4 seconds, right? With 100% ignite magnitude, they're going to be taking 400,000 damage per second for 4 seconds, and so on. Magnitude is not really worthwhile if you have a huge fire hit. That's not true. It's still a multiplier. Depending on how hard you're hitting at this point, but, you know, if you need, I don't know, if you're doing 6-man carries, and you need to have like 100 million damage to like kill the boss or something, like 150, I don't even know exactly how much, then this is useful still. It's useful for sure. I'm not gonna kill him now. Oh, flammability? Yes. It's completely useless if you have a really big hit. Then you don't need that ever. I'll be honest, I personally think that this stat just doesn't make much sense. Because if you decide to go pure fire damage and actually scale the ignite on your build, then what the hell do you need this stat for? Like, what do you need flammability magnitude for? Like, you're always going to ignite everybody first time if you hit this hard. And for ignite, you want to be doing big hits. You don't want to be doing small hits. So this stat kind of like, it's counterintuitive. It's not very useful. It's kind of counterintuitive. And for small hits, well, small hits don't freaking scale ignite that well. Anyways, so I don't know. I mean, on paper, you know, you have abilities that are like clear, abilities good for clear, and these abilities, like, I don't know. It still doesn't make much sense because you want to be doing damage to bosses with big hits, and with abilities that clear, like, what do you freaking need ignite for? To ignite white monsters or something? Okay, some skills have some additional scale. This could be still useful because there are skills that give you increased damage against ignited enemies. So that could, there is like a little bit of scaling, let's just say. There's like a slight use. There is Ancestor Cry, for example, that charges based on how many ignites you did. The more ignites, the faster it charges. So I mean, there's that also, I guess, if you want to be, you know. Oh. So he was just doing abilities for 30 seconds when he was already... Okay. Fair enough. I just cannot for the life of me do the perfect strike. Okay, there we go, this time. It's too fast, man. It's actually difficult sometimes. Especially when he's like, you know, going all over the place. Do you make money on this boss? I mean... I spent about 200 divines on the fragments. And I made around 300 divines. I got 2 very expensive support gems. And many completely useless support gems in the meantime. And I got 3 spears in total. So yeah, so I guess I made like 100 divs, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna get lucky, right? I guess you can have a very dry streak. It's possible. Try charging Ancestor Cry with Ignite. It's terrible compared to life spent Glory. Yeah, but not all builds can spend life. Not all of them are like, you know, blood magic or something. Not everyone can do that. Some builds will have to ignite people to use Ancestor Cry. And it still, I guess, helps to make it faster, to make the generation faster. Unless you have insane life cost or something. You have a specific build that, you know, boosts the life cost like a lot. Then yeah, for sure. Come on, buddy boo. I was about to stun him, man. He had to. He had to do it. Whirling Assault Titan, the Strike Splash before they nerfed it for Whirlwind. It was super fun. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people play Whirling Assault. Monk skills, what can I say? I can't wait to see what the sword skills are gonna be, man. Prototype 17. Well, we got a gem. We got a support. Unfortunately, it's one of those completely useless ones. This one is not gonna do it. Let's run a couple more, boys. Next bunch is going to be big money. So just watch. Next couple of those is gonna be big money. I totally don't sound like I'm freaking addicted and I want to freaking gamble right now. It totally doesn't sound like that, guys. Flails and axes for me, but I hope they add axes best after learning the mistakes. Well, flails and swords for me are my favorite like weapon types in like, you know, CRPGs I played and stuff like that. Not necessarily in ARPGs only. I think that all of them are going to be really good. You know why I have such a feeling? Is because they designed warriors first. And maces, I think overall, I don't think that maces are horrible. They made one crucial mistake. If maces kept the gigantic AoE we had in a game, when we had more area multipliers on supports, that would be great. I think maces would be in a really good spot. Unironically. Like, just hit slow, but freaking hit like the entire screen, explode the entire screen. I don't mind this freaking gameplay. I think that's good gameplay. I think that's fine. But they removed them, and it's much harder to scale area. And other classes, they don't have... Well, first of all, some of them do have wide screen-wide area to begin with. I'm gonna hit this guy once, I promise. Okay, there we go. Some of them, they do have screen wide area, that's number one. Like, for example, Gemling even. But they make up for it with speed. They're much freaking faster. So much faster. Warriors are not. Unless you just, like, stack speed and stuff like that. But, like... This is what people do nowadays all the time, right? They stack speed in every single freaking class. Every single build is like, oh, look at this super fast. Like, I invested half of my passive tree into attack speed or movement speed. And there you go. Right? Most builds are like that, not gonna lie. So, yeah. There's nothing really you can do to stop people from doing that. People should have an option. I take it back. There is something you can do if you increase the difficulty. If it was easier to die in this game, then people would start finally building tanky, I think. Or if we had harder content. One of the two would be nice. Maces need 1-2 more skill gems for clear only Glacial Hammer and Infernal Blow. Oh, Infernal Blow would be nice. I like this skill in PoE 1 big time. Infernal Blow is my skill. Used to play it a long time ago before we had, like, you know... Long time ago, right? Infernal Blow actually was a pretty popular skill for clearing, I remember. Always League start Infernal Blow in PoE 1. Always? Is that what you do? Always. Infernal Blow 1 trick we have. I respect that. I didn't get my endurance charge. It's fine. It would be so much more comfy if you could just tap. I don't have enough quality to get. It's close, but not enough. Every league, holy smokes. It's kind of similar to me when it comes to Brutus builds. Because in PoE 2, in PoE 1, excuse me, I league started Brutus like Juggernaut or Chieftain. Pretty much, I don't know for how long now, but very often. Uh-oh. Welcome back to Lagaronis. Welcome back to Lax Spicaronis. Oh, damn it, man. Well, we're not gonna be fighting Arbiter like this, right? So, I mean, let's just wait a little bit. We're not gonna be fighting him like this, boys. I'll tell you for sure. That's not gonna happen. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man. Maybe they're gonna disappear once I enter the port. No. Okay, let's just go at the top of the tile. Oh, okay. We're getting there. The higher I go, the lower the ping becomes. Like, freaking A, man. I want to try dual wield Nebulok Tectonic Slam Jog next league. Might have to pivot from from Infernal Blow after 3 to 4 years. Dual wield Nebulok, that sounds kind of fun. Just stacking endurance charges, getting a lot of flat damage and armor from these. Elemental damage reduction. Tectonic Slam for additional boost based on how many endurance charges you have. And then freaking Jog for more damage reduction, also from endurance charges. That sounds like it could be fun. What would you do? Just like a +1 endurance charge, damage reduction from endurance charge, with area from endurance charge and damage, with like 1 more point, I don't know, freaking undeniable, probably for attack speed? Is that how you would want to build this? There's a guy who plays it every league and eventually he transitions into the Cirrus Sword. like the boy's sword. Sirius in the boys. Okay, I'm dead. Dude, in the middle of the fight, man. Maybe we're not dead. What are the chances? Depending on how hard it's going to lag me. I'm just gonna spam space. Maybe that's gonna save me from dying. Maybe. The problem is that I need to kill him. Okay, he's dead. Okay, we actually freaking did it. Okay, that was the ultimate challenge, boys. The ultimate test. Doing the Arbiter of Divinity on 10 Divine budget. With 500 freaking MS. With freaking Giga lags. There you go, we did it, boys. We did it, fellas. Honestly, I deserved something expensive for that freaking effort, boys. They didn't drop, unfortunately. It didn't drop anything. Rip. A Uber version, pretty much. Alright, 3 more. Please. Come on, boys. Surely the next support gem is going to be the expensive one, right? Surely. I'm doing Jada, right? Yes, I am. These bosses have freaking damage reduction, by the way, too. 35%. They really need to, like, put in Ubers in this game or something like that. These bosses are freaking cakewalks. They don't even do any damage, man. And I mean all pinnacle bosses, all of them. No exceptions. Loot pinatas, which is sad. Sometimes, most of the time, they don't drop anything. I wish. That's what I'm trying to say. That was a big hit. It's a big hit right there. Kalisa's Crescendo. Haven't found this one yet. Something tells me that this is not money. That's correct. What does this do? Enemies affected by curses from summoner skills are pacified for the final 30. Are you freaking joking me? That doesn't sound too impressive, boys. Doesn't sound too impressive to me. That ability is looking cool, though, I have to say. I'll give it to you. That ability looks kind of nice. Fair enough. Fair enough, GG. And when he's stunned, that's much easier. Okay, that's a very long drive streak, boys. Without any spears, or without any supports. I mean, you're not gonna get 100 divine support like every freaking 5 minutes, right? But you know what I mean. Still got spirit reservation on chest, yes, but it's completely useless. Because without the spirit reservation, I'll be 0 out of 100. So this is like, I just bought the chest for 10 exalts, and you know, this mod is kind of there. It's kind of there, of course. And this 10 exalt chest, you can remove it with Omen of Light for 9 divines if you want. Not just kidding. Don't do that, please. It's a bad choice. Oh my lord, he just got one tapped. That was on full power with a war cry and with full rage. 8 mil like that. Jeez. Alright, come on, man. Greater C.
Wait.
Well, he dropped a spear at least. So that's plus 10 divs. But better than nothing, I guess. Even then, I don't know if it's gonna sell for 10. I hope it will. Time to corrupt? No, it's not. It's time to sell it and get the heck out of here. Ooh, crap. I mean, imagine actually hitting like a very, very high. No, we got block chance. You know what? If we got like T1% armor, then maybe the shield would be still worth something. Huge rolls, surely. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that whoever is going to identify this is going to get like the best rolls of all time. Nah, it's unlikely we're going to get something incredible here, so it's not even. It wouldn't even be like a good profit. So, whatever. Just gonna sell it like that. And that is going to be it for today, boys. Thank you much for watching. Next stream, unironically, not sure what we're going to be doing. Perhaps we're going to start doing something like a pure, like a armor stack project that I wanted to do. We'll see. Maybe we're going to do some pinnacle boss farming. Maybe we'll see. So I'm not 100% sure. But next stream, most likely tomorrow. So take care, guys. Have a good, weekend. If we're not going to see each other, God bless. Take care.